Hello everyone, my name is Alin Martin P. Francisco, BSIT 3A, and I will explain the Lab 1 data exploration. In cell 1, importing the dataset and setting column names. The Pandas library is imported to work with data in tabular format. The read CSV function is used to read the iris dataset directly from the UCI repository. The header equals none argument indicates that the dataset does not have head row, so we need to specify the column names manually. The column names are set to sepal length, sepal width, petal width, class to reflect the attributes on the iris flower dataset. Finally, the data head is called to display the first 5 rows of the dataset. In cell 2, the cell imports its numeric data type from pandas API types to check if a column contains numeric data. The loop iterates through all columns in the dataset, and for each column that contains numeric data, it calculates and prints the mean data, called that mean, the standard deviation, the minimum value, the maximum value. In cell 3, print data class value counts. This line prints the frequency of each unique value in the class column, which contains the species of iris flower. The value counts function shows that number of occurrences of each class in the dataset. In cell 4, generating data descriptive statistic. The describe functions provide a summary of statistic for all columns in the data set. The include all argument includes the non-numeric columns such as class in the summary. This provides information such as count, unique value, top values, and frequency for non-numeric columns. In cell 5, the prints the covariance matrix for the dataset. Covariance measure the relationship between two variables. A positive covariance means they move in the same direction, while a negative covariance means they all move in opposite direction. The drop column class method removes the class column from the dataset before calculating the covariance, as class is a categorical variable. In cell 6, correlation matrix, this prints the correlation matrix where the dataset indicates the strength and direction of a linear relationship between two variables. The covariance calculation drop column class method removes the class column to focus on the numeric columns. Or computes the Pearson correlation coefficient between the numeric variables in dataset. In cell 7, histogram The empty leave inline magic command is used to display plot directly in Jupyter notebooks. This line creates a histogram of the sepal length column with 8 bins, showing the distribution of sepal length values across the dataset. In data box plot, this generates a box plot for all the numeric columns in dataset. A box plot provides a visual representation of the distribution of data, highlighting the median, quartiles, and any potential outliers. Cell 9, scatterplot matrix. This block of codes generate a scatterplot matrix for all pairs of numeric columns in dataset. Plot subplot 3 2 creates a 3 by 2 grid of subplots. The loop it iterates over pairs of columns, creating a scatterplot for each combination of features. Each scatterplot is placed in the grid at the correct position, calculated using an index. The scatter method plots points between pairs of numeric columns and the set label and set x label and set y label methods label the axis. In cell 10, parallel coordinates plot. This cell uses parallel coordinates from pandas plotting to create a parallel coordinates plot. A parallel coordinates plot is useful for visualizing multivariate data by displaying each data point as a series of lines across multiple axes. Each axis corresponds to a feature column and lines are drawn for each stand row. And that's all. Thank you for watching.